What is an espresso roast? Hey guys, I'm Mike. Welcome to Espresso Mike. Welcome to Espresso Coffee. I wanted to clarify this term that I hear used a lot in coffee and even at some of the best coffee shops in the world, and that is an espresso roast. What really is an espresso roast? Well, there is no official definition of an espresso roast. I can tell you how most people will characterize it. First off, guys, if you watched any of my videos, as you probably know, the world of coffee, whether it's a single origin or what that means, or all these different varietals of coffee and how people make drinks, it really wildly differs, right? So there are really no rules or regulations in the world of coffee and in the world of espresso. In Italy, they do have some regulations around espresso, and they have an agency that actually checks on that. But here in the United States and throughout the world, espresso can be anything. And to start off, I will say that you can make espresso out of any coffee bean. Some people think you need a special bean. Some people think you need Robusta or 50% Ethiopian or Brazilian. That is not true. Espresso can be made via any coffee bean. Espresso is just coffee under around 10 to 11 bars of pressure, right? You know, just your certain, how many grams of coffee pushed through pressure, right? That's all espresso is. It is a unique way to brew coffee. It typically brings out more flavors. So you can make any coffee into an espresso. Some taste really good and some taste really poor. And the general rule of thumb is the sweeter the coffee is as a pour over, it's probably going to be even sweeter as an espresso. And sometimes you don't want a bitter espresso, you want a traditional espresso, which is going to be more caramely, more smooth, maybe a little bit more nutty, more full-bodied with a nice crema on top. Some coffees will produce crema, some won't. So to get a good espresso, most coffee shops now roast it this way, which I would consider it to be medium to dark. If the coffee is oily, that is too dark in my opinion for espresso. So this is a classic example of an espresso roast here at Espresso Coffee. It's going to be medium to medium dark. We roasted on our machine to around 10 minutes and 24 seconds, finishing around 420 degrees. And this is what you get, a nice even coffee. It's gonna have great crema if it's the right beans. Typically espresso is gonna be a blend to get more flavor. You want kind of that caramelized sugar or caramel, some notes of nutty. That's gonna be your traditional espressos. Now, you could take a light roast. You might have heard of blonde espressos, right? And those will typically be sweeter, sometimes more fruit forward, depending if the coffee is like an Ethiopian or a Central American coffee is gonna have lots of notes of fruit. But as far as espresso roast goes, which is the point of this video, a traditional espresso roast, so if you see a company labeling their coffee as an espresso roast, it's going to be a medium to dark roast. I would call that medium to dark is you're gonna be your typical espresso roast. If it's oily, I think it's overdone. If it's lighter than this, it's probably underdone. And traditionally, these will give you the smoothest, most balanced espressos, and they should also give you a nice crema. So that is how the industry typically refers to an espresso roast. But I will tell you, espresso can be any roast level or any bean. Just subscribe to this channel and you'll see us try all types of coffees as espressos. All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions about espresso or roasting coffee or espresso roast, put them in the comments. I'll get back to you. We'll talk to you soon. Live inspired.